So I says to the broad, listen, you're going to make dinner, and I'm going to go out with the boys, and I want it on the dinner table when I get back. And then she punched me in the balls.
Oh, well, I mean, like, if that's what you says, you deserve it.
Yeah. I had it coming.
Yeah,
I had it
yeah,
coming.
yeah, yeah. Come.
Welcome to
I'm trying to
Perfectly
get like the
Misfit.
best lighting over here, and without too much lighting, like COVID.
Welcome to
Yeah,
Perfectly
welcome to
Misfit.
Perfect Misfit. Woo! Sorry, I interrupted you doing that, and I felt bad, so I joined in and did it myself.
Welcome to Perfectly Misfit, the podcast where me and Dan here get together once a week to just bullshit. My name's Rene Encarnacion. With me, as always, is my main pain from another main. Cheers. Dan Webslinger, 25. How are you, brother?
I'm good. Tonight I am. We haven't. I haven't drinking Voodoo Ranger in a while, so I figured I'd grab 3 tall boys of Voodoo Ranger tonight. Full disclosure, drank 2 of them before, but
And aren't those like 8 or 9%?
9%.
Yeah.
They're fucking amazing. But I had dinner tonight, so we're good.
I am drinking from Goose Island the hazy beer hug. Is it a bear hug?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that looks
Very
good.
nice.
I think I've seen those.
Yeah, it's pretty yummy. I've been liking hazy IPAs lately.
Can you see the Spider-Man
Yes,
logo and then
the Venom. Yes,
Venom?
yes, you're a nerd.
It's my favorite mug. Obviously, I'm a fucking web singer. Whatever. We don't ever. I don't
What's
ever drink out. I don't ever drink out of mugs. So I
fair
wanted to
enough? I got
point
my
that out.
fancy
Yeah,
hand blown beer glass with the
yeah, it's fucking amazing. Like
wigwam pattern on the bottom.
every time you have a great IPA, I normally just drink Miller Lights and shit on here, but tonight I wanted to spice it up a little bit. So.
Yeah, this just called out to me. I don't know. I like the Lakers colors. I like the beer hug, bear hug.
I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
It's pretty good. I miss my car camper or Sierra hazy little thing. Those are my other 2 favorite hazies. When I was working at the bar, I used to serve them, and yeah, that smell was like, all right, I got to try this shit, and I liked it. Dan, since we have like a lot of viewers right now,
I would totally have bought that if I could find it.
All right.
It looks cool as shit. And
just an announcement for next week: there will be no episode. We are taking off for Thanksgiving, and we'll probably also take off Christmas week. I'll be going.
It's still up in the air.
We'll see. Well, I know this will be my one trip, my last trip for a while as well. Back home for the holidays. I know I'm not going home for Christmas. But yeah, man. Yeah, today was a good day. I started another job.
Yeah, I got doing what?
Lyft, giving a cab rides.
Nice.
Yeah, it actually is pretty good. I just got to figure out, the like how I figured out, how to do really well on Uber Eats and DoorDash. I just got to figure out the tips and tricks of the trade. But yeah, that was interesting. Where I had to like go to like Lyft headquarters here and get my car inspected, and like they were like, "What do you need to bring?" Is like your driver's license, your insurance, and your squeaky clean car. So I was up at like 7:30 this morning. Like I went to like the self car wash and like was scrubbing. Like I haven't fucking cleaned my car like that in like 3 years since I got it.
Okay.
I get there and I'm like, hey, I didn't have time to get all the stuff out of the back of the car. She was like, it's okay. We're just looking for mechanical things, not so much cleanliness. And I'm like, motherfucker, I could have slept till 10.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, they don't want cans on the back and all that other shit, but like
no, but it was like
they could have
literally
had
like,
it.
but it was the inspection was more just for, uh, like, do my windshield wipers work?
Like your New York inspection.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it was just like, they literally she opened up the back the doors of the back seats and like
Right.
tested the seatbelt buckles. Like, it was dumb. It was silly. It was like, oh well, whatever. At least the car was clean though. And after that inspection thing went through on the app, like an hour and a half later, because I had to like submit a picture of it, I was able to drive. And I guess it was also good to just have the car clean. That way I don't have to worry about
Right.
anybody complaining.
So you're no longer doing Uber Eats and the
DoorDash.
drive thing, right?
DoorDash.
Okay, yeah, DoorDash. That's so now you're just doing Lyft and Uber?
Just Lyft.
Okay.
Yeah. Uber Eats deactivated me over some weird shit where it was like, I know I'm doing good work, but for some reason my ratings just kept going down. Like, there's, you would imagine they go up and down. Like, some people don't like you,
Right.
some people complain because the food's cold, whatever. But like my shit only went down, and like especially when like I was getting like nice extra tips after the fact. Like I'd be come
Oh,
home later and be like, oh, my tip was supposed to be like $6, but it was like they threw me $15 or $20. I don't know.
nice.
But you had been proud of your boy today. I was all Mr. Oh, hi there, folks. How are we doing tonight? Let me know if the temperature is a little too cold or you want it some warmer, or let me know if my taste of music isn't your favorite. I'll put on anything
Hmm.
you like. Okay, guys, have a great night.
Oh man, dude, I couldn't do that. Like if I'm driving, like bro, if I'm driving, it's whatever I want to play. And like my YouTube music is like my algorithm for that is fucking insane. But I love it and I wouldn't change it. I skip songs all the time. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah,
like I'm not changing that shit for some fucking person riding in my truck with me. Like no. It's my music. I'm driving. Fuck off. So
yeah.
I
I
wouldn't do
mean,
very well in that industry.
I was just playing the game, man. It was funny.
Duh, that's cool, man. I'm proud of you. Like, fuck it, dude. It is what it is. Let's get money, right?
Yeah,
Trying to live, like, whatever, man. Everybody's got to suck a dick now and then. I suck a dick every time my boss asks me to do some shit I don't want to do.
yeah. And
And
then like so, and then I was just freaking out as well. What you call it? I I go to cash out the money that I made, and it's
yeah,
like, oh, we still haven't received your info. I'm like, motherfucker, I put in my ATM card twice. But I think the way it works is like sometimes it'll take a couple like business days for them to just verify your card.
yeah,
I was
that
like,
fucking sucks too.
it really, really sucks. I was like, oh, sweet, I made an easy $100 in like a couple hours.
Yeah,
Let me get that money. Nope.
yeah, it's like PayPal, like right, like I send you like anyone sends you a PayPal payment, right, and then you can either get it instantly and it costs a ridiculous amount of money,
That's not
or
too bad. It's like
you
5%,
take
10%.
that 1 to 3 days and it's free. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'm not paying $3 for $150. Like sometimes that's what it is. So and
In my little industry, sometimes it's just worth it to pay the $3.
I don't know. Y- yeah, not to get into like finances and shit, but like that, uh, like you get a 24-hour grace period or whatever, like, and I'd rather take that 24-hour grace period than pay that and lose that money that you earned like a fucking champ.
So,
So,
what are you making for Thanksgiving, fatty?
oh, dude, my mom was supposed to come out for
Maya,
Thanksgiving this
he.
year,
Sorry, what?
so
Maya,
this would be Thanksgiving technically number 2 without dad, and the first Thanksgiving that my mom was gonna come out with us, and I have a brother, and he had invited
hey,
her, I guess.
hey! I didn't ask you to air your dirty laundry. I said, what are you making
No,
for
no, I know,
fucking?
I know, I know. But like, I had a brother that apparently had asked my mom a couple days beforehand, and she's going to that, so that's cool. But so we're going to the old lady's Thanksgiving. We are gonna make some green bean fucking casserole because that's the only Thanksgiving food that your boy only likes. Like, fuck turkey, fuck the cranberry dish and all that shit, but green bean casserole with the little crispies in it, the fucking wonton or whatever crispies.
Usually it's fried onions, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, but whatever. I couldn't remember what they're called. But that's what I'll make because that's the only thing I know how to make.
That's all you're making is just green bean casserole.
That's it. For us, yeah, yeah, we're bringing a dish to pass. So
Bringing
that's
what?
what it is.
You're bringing
I
what?
hope someone brings deviled eggs, dude. Like deviled eggs. Like, if you don't bring deviled eggs to a motherfucking Thanksgiving, you can go fuck yourself. Like, if
Okay,
there's not
wait. So
deviled eggs
that's the only
where
thing
I'm
you're
at,
making. That's the only thing you're making because you're going to someone else's house.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But like, I don't know how to make deviled eggs either. So, like, I'm sure it's easy,
Yeah,
but
it
like,
is.
no, I don't. You know, I'm sure deviled eggs are like one of the whitest people things ever. Like, I'm sure you just boil the eggs, then cut them in half, take the yolks out, and then blend it, and then put the spices and shit in it, call it good. Like,
There you
I'm
go.
100% sure that's exactly how it goes.
Yep.
But I'm not taking that time to do that shit.
Dude, have you had fried deviled eggs? Oh my god, dude! I've had them where they're like covered in
Never, dude.
like
Never. I would love it. Fried anything is great.
they're covered in like a panko breading. Oh my god, I've had it like twice in the past, probably a month and a half. I had one from a burger joint and one at the steakhouse that I went to. Man, game changer. Just because like it's already a great consistency if you do a deviled egg right, but then adding that little bit of crispiness, a little bit of
Yeah.
and then both places that I've had it, they also do a little bit of crumbled bacon on the yolk.
Okay.
Oh,
So if you had to guess how to make it, it would be like, all right, you boil the egg, cut the egg in half, take all the yolks out, right? Lay them in there like the halves in the tray. Take all the yolks, put them all in there. Fucking uh, bacon, all that shit in the yolk, and then what? Put them in like a little bit of flour with butter and shit, and then fry them.
oh, to fry 'em? Yeah.
Like, I'm like trying to like legit like think how to do that without fucking them up.
Yeah, I could see it being pretty easy. I mean, but then you don't fry the yolk part. You just
Right.
fry
Yeah, it's
you
just the egg part
just
with
fry
like,
the white part,
right,
and
yeah, you
then
got to put like not baking powder in there, but like breading, and then egg it, and or
yep,
egg, the white.
yeah, you gotta egg wash the egg.
Yeah. All right. I may try that. That sounds more complicated, but like I may try that.
I'm
I may.
cracking up at how like before the show you're like, "Oh, I'm only having one beer today in the show," and it's because you've already had two 9%ers.
Yeah, like I'm not lying. I have a buzz going on, but
Yeah, kind of.
like normally on the show I have like 6 beers, 7 during the show, but like cut back.
So what else is going on there, bromosexual?
Dude, all right, like jumping subjects and shit, like just because there's a lot to talk about in general. But jumping to podcast this week, Doogie was a fucking classic. Doogie not letting Will Sasso do any impersonation whatsoever was no. Hold on there, brother, but you can't do it in the Hulk Hogan voice.
My friend,
Dude, it
I would
was
appreciate if you hold on 1 second there, brother.
dude, it was fucking amazing. Um and as much as I love Will Sasso doing all that shit, and like he still interrupted Chad most of the time and like whatever on it, but like I appreciated his demeanor. I think you would say that didn't he didn't fuck up the whole time. He almost did several times, but he didn't fuck it up. And it was a great episode, I think.
I I love whatever dudes he is doing right now, where he or it just goes out of its way to fuck with Will at the beginning of every episode a little bit.
When he's like, "Hey, Will, you're gonna be fine."
Yeah.
What? I was so confused.
Hey, Will, nice
And
shirt. And meanwhile, they're both wearing the same like black shirt.
the great dudesy shirt, which I think I'm gonna buy the hoodie here soon, and I'll just buy you the hoodie,
Yeah.
birthday, Christmas present, all tied into one. Like fuck it, like whatever.
I was wondering if which one of us was just going to show up on the show wearing something.
No, we're gonna do it together, and we're gonna plan it out because this is the Dudesy Review Podcast, aka the Perfectly Misfit Podcast, aka we don't give a fuck, but really we talk about Dudesy most of the time now.
Yeah.
But
And shout out to Corey Castle for commenting on Ducey posts and shouting us out as the person who
yeah,
put
dude. Fuck yeah, dude. All right, so if go on YouTube and shout us out on YouTube on Dudesy for us talking about Dudesy and trying to get everyone to listen to any any of the Dudesy podcasts, just because it's just us talking about it. Because that's the biggest thing. It's like, yeah, we want like cool, like it. We don't give a fuck if we get famous, right? We don't give a fuck. Like this is fun for us. Yeah, this costs us money every month, and it's sucks. But like, we want to be. I mean, not really. Like, we're not the first Dudesy fan podcast, but like, we're having fun with it. But like, we also love the fuck out of Dudesy. So
we should
that's how we
like
get famous on, you know,
we should
podcasts and
we
shit.
should look around and see who else talks about Ducey nearly as much as we do.
Yeah. So I don't know. We need to start tagging anyone that follows us. Tag us in comments on Dudesy's podcast. Whether you like Dudesy or not, doesn't matter. Just tag us. We would greatly fucking appreciate that.
Yeah.
It is like a goal of ours to get Chad or Will or both, or
Oh,
you know,
oh.
God forbid, even just Dudesy,
Huh.
the AI itself, on our podcast as a guest. So that would be
Tits McGee is the place to be. What other podcasts were good this week?
Your mom's house, for sure,
Was
was
Stavros?
phenomenal. Yeah, dude.
I haven't watched
Stavy,
it.
baby.
I didn't get to watch it yet.
All right. So, like, we. To break the fourth wall here for everybody, like 99.9% of the time, Renee and I do not talk throughout the week, except to be like, yo, you need to check out this. Yo, you need to check out that. That's it. Like, no real actual talk. But this week was, yo, you need to check out certain podcasts. And unfortunately, my ass fucked up and did not tell Renee he needed to check out your mom's house because of it. But what we did talk a lot about was Two Bears, One Cave. And Two Bears, One Cave is, dude, like, we have our ups and downs with Two Bears. And, like, we have your love hate episodes. But we both agreed that Two Bears this week was the shit. It was super funny. Like with Neil on it. What's his name? Neil
Brennan.
Brennan. Neil Brennan was super hard. He brought it on. Great for the show. I think Bert, like, not that Bert ever has a problem ever telling a story or any of that shit, but like Bert definitely had way more time this time without feeling interrupted to fucking tell stories and shit. I thought it was a great fucking episode. What about you, buddy?
Definitely thought it was a great episode. I love Neil Brennan. But the epic thing this week happened on Monday. I don't know if you know about it. But it was on a certain podcast that we don't really talk about very often anymore.
Shit.
Legion of Skanks.
Okay.
And so Louis J. Gomez got interviewed by a Fox reporter. I forgot for what show. And in the show, on the interview, he kept talking about Dave Smith. And
The libertarian.
after the interview,
Or am I actually like Dave Smith, like political and all that shit? His affiliates with Gas Digital and all that shit behind, but like Dave Smith is funny as fuck.
After the interview, the reporter texts Lewis asking if she can get Dave's phone number. And he wanted, like, wants to interview him. And he's like, yeah, of course. And, she's like, so should I mention that, you gave me this number and, that I got it from you? And she was like, yes, absolutely. And, Dave is basically the closest thing I have to a brother.
Right.
A couple days later, she texts Dave and lays it on real thick with the, like, it's such an honor to meet you. You were really important to comedy. And like, just kissing ass, just laying it on real fucking thick. Doesn't say anything. Then Dave doesn't respond. Then, like, another day later, she texts again, like, hey, I really look forward to hearing from you. Let me know how we can, link to make this more convenient for you. I can come to you, whatever. We could be on the phone, whatever. And then she sends another text saying, oh, and by the way, great job on SNL. And it was at that moment Dave Smith realizes she thinks she's talking to Dave fucking Chappelle.
Get the fuck out of here.
So like they're having this revelation of what's like out they're like on the podcast on Monday, like they're all cracking up realizing what's going on as they're putting the pieces together, like
This
live
is
on
the
the show.
live one, right?
Yes, this is
The
on.
live with at the not the cellar. What the
It's at the
where are they
stand.
at?
It's at the
Okay,
stand. Um, so they're all realizing, holy shit, we're idiots, and the show is this fucking bitch. Because why would you think Louis J. Gomez is like Dave Chappelle is the closest thing I
right.
have to a
Yeah,
brother? So,
get the fuck out of here. Okay,
so they start brainstorming. They're like, wait a minute, who do we know who can do a Dave Chappelle impression? And it's fucking Dan Soder.
Godfrey.
Dan
Oh,
Soder.
Soder. Oh
Oh
shit, I
yeah,
would have
baby.
thought
Oh,
Godfrey. Okay, but all right, Stoner.
so
Absolutely.
they literally got Soder to do a Dave Chappelle impression and had this fucking chick call Soder, and like Soder just kept doing like being just the perfect Dave impression. He comes out of it a little bit.
And live, right? Live on their podcast.
Yeah, so he's on one cell phone and
Okay.
she's on like another or whatever. They're like
It's
they've merged
Legion
the
of
calls.
Skanks podcast. It will come out. Came out probably today on YouTube.
You're, you're breaking up like crazy, bud. You're
Oh,
lagging
sorry. It
hard
probably
today.
came out today on YouTube. Maybe
Dan,
tomorrow.
you're lagging super hard. Um, but yeah, like, you know, every time this chick would try to like praise Dave Chappelle, he would just turn around. No, but you gotta understand. See, the Louis J. Gomez, he is the man. He is the most important thing to comedy right now. Just like, and then it like really started messing with her at the end. Like, yes, I don't know, but Lewis is he's just into too much feet. I don't know why he's got this foot fetish thing. Like, just trying to really push it over the edge. And meanwhile, fucking Dan Soder apparently was just like walking the dog while doing this. He like picked up dog shit during this whole fucking
That's
phone
awesome.
call, and it's great to like just watch the audience live reacting to Dan Soder just being an absolute buffoon, but just destroying this fucking impersonation at the same time. Oh shit! I wish you could see uh the frozen position you're in right now because you look so stoned. You're just like,
Oh, I'm sorry. It was but the prank is on Legion of Skanks. It came out yesterday. So it's a 30-minute like clip on the LOS um
YouTube.
YouTube page. Go check it out. It is phenomenal. And I'm sorry if I'm skipping my. I just did a fast.com, not plugging, but I did a speed test and I'm doing phenomenal. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, man. But yeah, that was the highlight of the week so far. Was that whole prank was really fucking great. Yeah. What else is going
So
on?
I have a question. You have your Renee slash Devin. What's up with that?
I keep forgetting to fix that. It's that was one of the characters I played on the Letterkenny live read, the table read about a week or so ago.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, I keep forgetting
Like
to
I
change that
thought
shit.
that was very weird. And then the one time I actually put my fucking, uh, I actually forget even the 2-5 on my name. Uh, we both have our name fucking wrong. So hey, We're cool as fuck like that, right?
I still played Devin. That was fun. I got to do my gutter scream. Like, Sturt! Yeah, this is fucking
I
weird.
got it. I'm like sitting here trying to hurry up and fucking switch it, but like fuck it, it doesn't matter. If you want to follow me on anything, it's Webslinger25. Uh, if you
Mm.
follow us on the Instagram, you could follow us on the Instagram by typing in Webslinger25 or AKA Perfectly Misfit uh, on there. But like we still haven't posted anything from our fucking podcast on Instagram, nor do we really give a fuck about doing that. Like I don't know. We try, but like it's like, hey, we try, but it's like a good old college try. Like we'll get there one day, everybody. We'll get there one day.
Um, what you been watching lately?
Bro, American Horror Story. Have you ever watched any of that?
I watched like the first two, if I remember
There,
correctly.
which is great because I literally just finished the second season before we started this podcast. So we went on a binge on watching the first season and second season, uh, only because Evan Peters played Jeffrey Dahmer in the Dahmer series, and I was like, "Oh, that's the Flash and fucking X Men." And Nicole's like, "No, that's Evan Peterson. He's in this." I'm like, "Yeah, but he's also in Kick Ass." And she's like, "No, no, no. He's in American Horror Story." And I'm like, "No, no, no. But like, he's really from these other fucking great things that I've seen, and I've never seen American Horror Story, and couldn't care less about American." And then I start watching American Horror Story, bro. Yeah, no, I'm fucking hooked. Uh, Season one was absolutely amazing, and season two is really good. It did not hook me in as fast as season one, but like season two was good. I can't wait for season three. There's so many seasons on that motherfucker that like, dude, I'm good on TV for a while. Like, what do you got? What's new that you're watching?
Um, I'm not watching much new stuff, just so much as like um catching up on old shit and rewatching old shit with my new friend who she hasn't seen a lot of shit. So yeah, I have Westworld to catch up on, so
Okay.
I started rewatching that. Um
I think
House
I
of
watched like 3 episodes of that. It was very good, but like I just had to stop because like, hey, like you want to watch that with someone, right?
Yeah, I watched it alone at first as me and Lorenzo used to really love that shit. But it does help to watch it with someone else because there's a lot of weird things that are going on in Westworld, and it's better to have someone else to like bounce off your theories with. That was the one cool thing was that like me and Lorenzo could
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, does this seem right? Does What about this person? Wait a minute, hold on. What do you think? What's this? What's the deal with
Right,
this?"
right.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I mean, he was a real nerd about it. He used to like listen to like a Westworld podcast and shit like that. Um, but I know, I'm pretty sure they're done. Like whatever the last season that came out was is going to be their last season.
Okay.
Um, I'm loving House of Dragons. I think I'm on episode 5.
I haven't watched any of it. Is like, are they all done now?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you
Uh,
watched any of Titans yet?
no. What's that?
Titans on HBO Max. Um, it's Robin's story of Batman. Like after Batman, like dude, like um, I've talked to you. Dude, I swear I've talked about it on this podcast a million times, but like I know for sure I've talked to you about Titans a million times. You need to fucking watch that shit. Like it
All right.
is by far the most acclaimed DC show ever. Um you don't have to watch Arrow or Flash or any of that shit to be in it. You can watch Doom Patrol like after season 2, but you don't have to watch Doom Patrol to still be into Titans. Um,
All
but
right. I
I
just
would,
add, I
I
just added it to my list.
yeah, I would suggest Titans and Doom Patrol, but like just for like smidgens bullshit in Doom Patrol season 1 for Titan stuff that barely ties in, but like you don't have to. But like, dude, Titans is the shit. Like, dude, like at a point, like not right away or not any time that you would expect, you get to meet Batman, and it's old Batman. Like he's old as fuck, dude. Like there's an actor I want to tell you who it is, but if I tell you who it is, it gives away things, and I can't do that and respectively tell you to watch Titans
Is
because
it Michael Keaton?
no, older, way older. Um,
Adam
it
West.
is
That nigga did.
younger than Anna West. But like I'm telling you, watch Titans. I like even if you were like a shit Batman fan, because like I'm a shit Batman. Like I like Batman, but like I don't follow all Batman. Like I Batman's not my Spider. All right, I follow everything Spider. So Titans will tie up and everything that you think of Batman to a degree. And dude, Robin is so fucking badass. They're like all the seasons. Like, dude, you need to catch up on Titans. I swear to God, we need. That's another thing we need to talk on. But like, it's only 4 seasons. I think like 13 episodes, but it's a very easy watch. So,
Okay. Sounds good. I
dude,
believe Letterkenny should be coming out Christmas.
I fucking can't wait for Letterkenny. I also cannot wait. And we talked about this. Did we talk about this on air that I'm a dumbass and didn't realize that Shorzy was motherfucking
Jared Kiso.
yeah. On I think we did it on chat and you spared me the embarrassment. And but I will go ahead and say that even though like I'm a fan, like I'm not like a super fan. Like I don't like follow every little detail, but like I made it all the way through Shorzy until like I don't know, episode 4 or 5
Tit fucker.
before I messaged you and I said, is I can't remember his name on I watched Letterkenny.
Wayne.
It's Wayne and Shorzy the same person because they look like they're the same person. And you called me a dumbass and a lot of other names, and I was like, well, like the missing tooth and the pitch of the voice and all
Fucking
this other shit, like
give your balls a
you would
tug.
like you would not like I don't know, like if you're a casual like I'm a casual fan. Like I don't go back and watch every fucking thing several times. Like maybe or not even like maybe you're a casual fan, you did. I'm stupid. I don't know. I did
So,
not pick up on it, and
so dumb. So dumb.
it's super embarrassing. Like I am super
Fucking
embarrassed
embarrassing.
that I'm fucking embarrassed that I did not. And you know what? I'm even more embarrassed of is there are three three different fucking African gray parrots on TikTok that picked up on it before I did. And fucking that's literally how I found out that that's how they're the same person. And then I asked you, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Up? They're
You
parrots.
found out about Jarrett Kiso being Shorzy and Wayne via parrots on TikTok.
Yes,
I feel like we could just wrap up the podcast right now. We could
we
just call it a
can
day.
because it's embarrassing, but it's true.
Jesus. Oh
And
my
like
god.
to the point where I had to ask you, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Over like it's like give your balls a tug, and there's like you mess with Canadian gooses, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like, and then I sent you that I ran into that TikTok about the Canadian goose again, and I sent that to you on Messenger recently because that is like literally my favorite Letterkenny episode ever.
Those are Canada's
Because I
gooses.
also hate Canadian gooses, and I'll let that marinate. And
Well, if you got a
I
problem with Canadian gooses, then you got a problem with me, and I suggest you let that one marinate.
and that's fine. But like Jesus Christ, dude, that's the episode. Like where it's like it tied it all together. Like fuck me, sorry, Gizmo, Chirpo, and I think his name is Carl.
What?
The African Grace on TikTok that you're all assholes and I'm not. And yeah, thank you for letting me figure that out. But I suck.
Oh, we'll go. Go chill out, buddy. Go.
But anyone else who didn't know that Wayne and Shorzy were the same actor, spoiler alert, they are. And yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember what episode we're doing next, but I think I'm going to be playing Joint Boy in an upcoming table read, which is cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Uh, are we? Oh wait, hold on. Next week, Wednesday, you're traveling to New York, right?
I leave Tuesday.
Okay. If there's a possibility we could do it in New York, we'll try to do something, but like no pressure on any of us. But like let
Yeah.
maybe like maybe a quick a TikTok together and drunk, whatever. Like it'll be
Well, I will.
maybe.
I will probably have my computer with me. So yeah.
Bro, what about food this week? Have you done anything cool?
Uh,
'Cause I've got 3 meals that like I'm dying to talk about.
I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with mushrooms on it the other day. That was pretty cool.
I mean, like they were magic mushrooms. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it still tastes like shit. But hey, you covered up.
Now it's better. Like you barely taste it, to be honest with you. It's just like them in little slices, and like I put a nice good
Yeah.
amount of peanut butter, and I didn't taste shit.
Every time I've done magic mushrooms, I like took them, sliced them up, and put them in lemon juice.
Yeah, because I told you about that.
right, and let them soak for an hour.
That's too long. You only need to do 15,
Well,
20.
like, and then made like tea-ish something and put all that in it and try to drink it down. And
Oh,
I've always gagged on it and almost thrown it all up. And but I've never had like, I'm not saying it was like a bad time on shrooms, but it was like never had like the hallucinogenic time on shrooms. But what we did this week, honestly, like we did this fucking thing. Like, I'm not plugging the company we got this shit from, uh, but we got 4 meals from an online company, not HelloFresh or anything like that. Um, and dude, like fucking Monday night, we made this shrimp with bacon mashed potatoes and like really fucking cool carrot shit that like honestly I don't like baked carrots and whatever like, but it was fine filling. It's great. And then yesterday we made tacos um with all their recipe and added like a pickled radish to it, and like it was good, but it's like not like life changing. But like today, dude, our today's recipe was spicy shrimp stir fry, bro. It that was life changing. Like I can make that shit on my own. Like all the whole recipe was like super easy, but like I don't know. I'm white, and I don't
we're
know.
not we're not getting our
Yeah,
comments. But hi, Kyle. I just saw. Sorry.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, why are they not showing up on here?
I don't know. I might have to like disconnect and reconnect our accounts.
Yeah,
Um,
but
check this out.
what's that?
It's
Like
I
a
got a
ball of cheese.
every now and then I get edibles from a black market company because here, in Colorado, all of our edibles are limited to 100 milligrams if you're on the recreational side.
Okay,
Um, but this company from Colorado Springs does. Colorado Springs is like an hour south of here. Um,
okay,
they do deliveries up in here in Denver once a month, and they send you a menu and you can order ahead of time. They do soups, breads, freaking Rice Krispie treats.
okay.
This and their soups are my favorite things.
It looks
This
like a fucking Velveeta cheese ball.
this is a salted caramel hot cocoa bomb.
Okay,
So basically, just put this in a cup and pour either hot water or hot milk on top of this, and it melts open. And inside is usually like the cocoa powder, but also like
okay.
marshmallows, and sometimes they'll have like graham crackers and shit like that. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
almost like a bath bomb, but it's like a cocoa bomb. I
Okay,
forgot. I forgot I got that delivered last week.
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I got
I've
two of
never
those.
had anything like that, or let alone like a bath bomb. Like,
Yeah,
so that's cool as
but
fuck.
that thing is like 250 milligrams,
Oh
and
shit.
it's like really
Like,
200.
is that like a single serve, or is that like a
Well, it's supposed to be enough to make one hot cocoa, but it depends
okay,
on your tolerance if you're going to survive that 250 milligrams.
okay. Is that
What's up,
like
buddy?
on
Lobo, el
on
perro italiano.
your scale of things? Like, is that on your scale, or you muted your mic?
Yeah, because I'm yelling at the dog, so he's not going to.
Okay. So, like, is
Um,
that on your scale, or is that just off your scale
what do you mean on my scale?
for your
Right.
things to do? Like, all right, so like I've told you, like with me, I'm a light, right? So like, dude, fucking, if I do anything that's more than 5 milligrams, I have panic attacks and shit, right? Like I
Oh,
know that's
so
baby weight, and that's
so
fine.
you
Like I'm
you're
comfortable.
asking me is my tolerance high enough to handle that?
Yeah, like if you
Yeah,
did that, would you be okay?
I've done it before. I've had
Okay, like
I order these every winter for the past like 2 winters now.
okay,
Uh,
but if you did 250 or whatever, it's not gonna affect.
oh no, no, no. It'll affect me.
I know, but like in a bad way.
I'm
Like
going to be high.
okay, like you're gonna talk to the devil, or is it before you
Yeah,
talk to the devil?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to
Like
be
I know you
playing.
do like the dabs and all that shit, like right?
I'm
But
probably
it's
going
just
to end
like
up I'm going to try and drink that and play Overwatch, and I'm probably going to go down in competitive rank.
because um like like here, like I said, if I take that 10 milligram gummy, I'm talking to the devil, and I don't like it. I have panic attacks, and I feel like I'm having a heart attack, and I'm not like
Dude, I had a great Joey Diaz moment this week because like sometimes YouTube will just like recommend old shit, and
yeah.
I saw this great video. There's a animated version of Joey Diaz cursing out Joe Rogan because he gave him some fucking like boo boo weed. He's like, "God damn it, cocksucker! What I told you about giving me that Susquehanna bullshit." He's fucking Joe Rogan's like, "Susquehanna? What are you talking? Listen to me. Look at my eyes, Joe Rogan. Do I look high to you?" He's like, "We just smoked train wreck weed. Like, I don't give a shit what the fuck they call that shit. Don't be giving me that fucking Susquehanna. I want to see. I want that shit that's gonna get me talking to the devil, Joe Rogan."
Nice.
I text him this week. Hopefully, I hear back from him. I mean, I doubt it, but I just wanted to see if he might be performing while I'm in New York because I think the last time I was there, I just missed him, and he was in like Times
Joey.
Square, and I was in Times Square.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't know. Um, but yeah, I don't have his phone number. We just talk on Facebook. He doesn't have
No,
like he doesn't have
he
Messenger
changed
downloaded.
it. He when he moved to Jersey, he had to change his he had to change his I do I'm a Joey the Joint like Patreon member. I only have one Patreon. That's Joey the Joint. And they talked about how like when he moved from like this is like back in the day. Like it's been going on for a minute. But like when he moved from LA to Jersey, he had to change his number because he just kept getting too much bullshit from LA. So, uh, yeah, whatever number any of us schmucks had, we don't have that anymore, and it's fine. Like,
Yeah, I'm
he was nice.
overdue. I'm overdue. Me and him only talk on Messenger anyway, but
Yeah,
literally, it's been like I haven't heard from him since last August. That's we talk like once a year. He's he's a good homie in that like he'll just
dude,
reach
he's
out
the
randomly.
shit. He's the shit. Like, he's like, yeah. I'm not even like I'm a big Joey fan, but I'm not like Renee, like I'm not like status where like I've ever met him, but uh like when we go through some shit, like when we go through some shit, right? And like we talk to each other about some shit or whatever, but like there's things that like it doesn't matter what I say, and if I reach out to him and say, "Hey, I need you to send Renee a message," he sent you a message. Like he's done, and that's fucking tits.
Wait,
Or
what? I'm confused.
yeah, yeah, no, like I, I'll show you, but like there was like one time like where you were going through some shit and I sent a message on Messenger, and then the next day he sent you a message. It was like the shit. We never had talked about it. But like that's all I'm saying. It's like that's a cool fucking dude he is. Like he's the shit. Like
Yeah.
we the shit. Like Joey's
Dude,
the
I've taken one of my close homies to a Joey show for his bachelor party. Like I've
yeah,
shown
dude.
up with 12 motherfuckers to a Joey show. And I still can't get over. I think I told you this, that like an old episode of his with him and Bobby Lee popped up on my recommendeds, and I watched it, and during the shout outs in the middle, he fucking calls me the Puerto Rican of the year. I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, just and like here we are, like years later. I think it was like 5 years ago that episode, but like years later, being huge Bobby Lee fan. I don't know, it's just that was great. Joey's the fucking man. I
Always,
really feel
dude.
like
Like,
I'm
dude,
forgetting.
anyone that like recognizes, like, not even recognizes us, but like takes the time, like Zach, Amico, like any of the comics that like, hey, like Renee, you got connections, and that's the shit. So I'm riding your coattails on all the shit. So I do what I can to get what I can, and I'm hoping to get some cool people coming because I do have some small connections, but like whatever. But like we have cool shit in the runnings, and we're hoping to get cool shit coming. And even if we don't, like, it's cool shit, just you and me, like doing the
Yeah,
shit
this is
in
good.
the chat.
We're gonna,
Like,
in case anybody's wondering what vague shit we're talking about, just pay attention after the holidays, after these people that we're trying to link up with, go through all their family shit. We go through all our family shit, but yeah, I'm hoping February, late January, we'll have something. One of the many possibilities. Hopefully, we have one of them booked at least. Oh, excuse me. Freaking
even if
IPA.
none of them come, fuck it, we don't care. We're the shit.
Yeah, no, I
So
mean,
we love our
we'll
podcast.
we'll always have our other past guests. I don't think anybody we're having. Well, we might not have that one or two other of those shitty guests in the past back on, but yeah, I was gonna say most people who have been on the show loved it and will come back, and we've loved 98% of the fucking people we've had on. So Doc will definitely come back on. Zach is already. I think he during the show he mentioned he'll be back. He'll want to come back in a couple of months. So yeah, it's I don't know. This has just been our little passion project for Dan and I, and this is fun, man. I don't know. I also love that. I think my neighbor, like to this wall, I've had two so far. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that they both don't understand that like I do a
That we're
podcast.
talking to each other through the
Yeah,
message, like
it's
sounds like you're just talking to yourself,
yeah that
maybe over the phone.
on the last year I was doing one of my other podcasts that I no longer do. Um, Freaking neighbor like came and knocked on the door, and and all we were doing was just like laughing and just like giggling and shit and just enjoying what we were watching. And like fucking chick came over, she's like, "Can you turn it down?" And you're like yelling or like it was 7:15 at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
fuck off.
what time is it now for you? It's 10:01 my time.
8. It's 8.
Yeah. So like whatever. Like yeah, that's how late we go. 8 your
No, but it's
time,
just
and
no, but
we
it's
end at
just
like
funny. It's like, literally I wasn't even yelling. We're just cracking
yeah,
jokes and laughing and shit like that. And yeah.
fuck you, dude.
Yeah, fuck everybody. This has been another episode of Perfectly Misfit. We thank you guys for tuning in Those of you who tune in loyally every week, we love your faces. You guys are the shit.
Thank you
One,
so much for your interactions on the podcast, the comment, the likes, any of that shit. We fucking love you and appreciate
yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend, blah 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 blah. But most importantly, be sure to tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow isn't promised. Life is short. Life is unforgiving. Life fucking sucks balls. Remember next week, probably no episode. Possibly we'll do like a little 10-20 minute thing just
you.
because
Maybe we'll see.
I'll be in New York, but like um last time I went, I got dragged left and right. So, you know, and it's a holiday, so yeah, gonna
We're
see
not
y'all next week.
maybe if we do something.
Yeah. Again, we love you guys. Dan, I love
Love you,
you.
buddy.
I'll talk to you soon. Fucking, we love all y'all. Later.